Today, we're going to talk about what Russia is doing to nationalize some of these companies that are doing business there, that because of the crisis going on with Russia and Ukraine, they've decided to pull back. And now Russia has an answer. So stay tuned to the Wealth Architect podcast, and we'll talk all about it. It's not very pretty.
It's Mark Yegge here, Wealth Architect and Lifestyle Investor. Let's take your life to the next level. Welcome to the Wealth Architect Podcast.
Hey, everybody, Mark Yegge. Welcome back to the Wealth Architect Podcast. I help 7- and 8-figure investors play offense and defense with their finances, and I'm here to help you and them create a better financial future for yourself. Listen, before we get rolling, please like, subscribe, follow, rate, review, do some of those things that help this podcast get information out to the rest of the world. I don't give you information that the rest of the world gives you. I give you my spin on what I think is going on from around the world and how it affects your finances. And I hope you're paying attention because there's a lot of funky stuff going on right now. Let me tell you the first one. So we know Russia has invaded Ukraine. Now, I don't like that. And most people don't like that. It's like big, stupid meanie head going into another country. But, we can get into political implications, and I'll just say this. Zelensky and his country is not perfect. They're not a perfect democracy. There's some thuggery going on that side. So, there's a reason that Russia is going in there, and there's a reason that we are also being told that Russia is the bad guys. But without having to pass judgment on that, I'm going to give you some evidence that Russian is the bad guys, right? That Putin is the bad dude in this situation, but maybe you wouldn't do anything different. So there's all these companies that have been doing business in Russia since, the wall came down in 91. And, McDonald's has gone in there, Starbucks has gone in there, Burger King's gone in there. You got Subway that's gone in there, KFC, Marriott, Hilton, all these big companies have gone in there because, of course, they wanted to make money. That's what their job is. But their job really is to protect shareholders. We'll get to that in a second. So let's start with all the crazy stuff that Russia is starting to do. They're starting to realize, hey, the world is cutting us off because they don't understand us, right? They think we're the bully, and maybe they are. They probably are. But, we're all, around the world, we're saying, you know what? We're not going to do business with Russia. That'll show them. We're going to put sanctions on them. We're going to freeze their assets around the world. We're not going to let them trade in dollars. We're going to, not let them use SWIFT, which is the transactional system for banking that they need to use to be able to close business. So what would you do if you're Putin and the whole rest of the world is shutting you down? You're going to figure out a different way. So he's got workarounds around the petrodollar, which is going to weaken our standing in the world as the world's reserve currency. That's bad for us because it's weakening the dollar. Now the dollar is being undermined because of this war or because of our stance on the war, depending on how you look at it. If we're the ones that are freezing their assets, maybe we have a lot to do with us not remaining the world's reserve currency. Russia's got a bunch of assets from the West. They've got a bunch of assets from Europe and the US and all these other countries and companies that came in to do business. And now they're all saying, well, you know what? We don't like what Russia's doing. So we're not doing business there now. We're suspending our operations or we're closing them down. Well, how do you think you would feel if you're a shareholder of McDonald's and they decided to close the 200 McDonald's or the 500 McDonald's that are in Russia? Like, they spent a lot of money putting those franchises in, those buildings in, because McDonald's is a real estate company, not a burger company, just so you know. And they put all that in, and now they're saying, well, we don't like Putin, so we're just leaving. Okay, interesting decision. But other companies are doing the same thing. So let's start with the oil and gas business. So BP, and this is indicative of all the other companies, BP put in $50 billion in investing in pulling oil out of the ground in Russia. Russia is full of oil and natural gas. And so BP invested $50 billion. But now they're like, we're not going to go over there because he's a meanie head. $50 billion. You're just going to walk away from it. Okay, fine. That's just one company. Shell, Japanese companies, other companies, Rosneft, on and on. These companies are all making a claim, which is their right. But if you're a shareholder, I don't know if you're kind of in agreement with that right. You might have a little bit of an issue with it. What the Russian government has done is they've passed these new laws that have basically said, okay, guys, you don't want to do business in here? Fine. You got 5 days to get your business to start back up. If you don't start your business back up in 5 days, we're taking them over. We're nationalizing them. We're making them Russian. We're making them Russian assets. You will lose them forever. Now, you have 30 days to go in there and appeal or something like that. But after that, it basically goes to the Russian business community. So right now, Russia's administrative arm is taking over these businesses. You got in 5 days, right? And nobody's going to go back in 5 days and go, you know what, let's get all our baristas going back up. And, they laid everybody off. Well, Russia doesn't like that. So Russia's like, hey, there's a Starbucks there. There's a McDonald's there. There's a Burger King, whatever the store is. People need coffee. People need burgers. People need whatever. Why do we need to wait for the Western companies to come back in and start doing business? We got all the managers. We got all the baristas. We got all the people behind the line workers. We'll just tell them to go restart the thing. In fact, we'll make them go restart the thing, right? So that we get the economy going. And now Russia just takes that asset, which could, this is going to add up to multi-billions of dollars or maybe trillions. And now it's become their assets. They're keeping them their economy. And now their people are going to be trading back and forth. And we're not going to get anything out of it. Not that we're going to do it, but the shareholders of these companies are not going to get anything out of it. They've made huge investments. Now let's talk about some of these pipelines. Russia has put pipelines all over Europe, right? They've invested billions and billions of dollars to put pipelines all over Europe. And that's so they can sell gas, natural gas all over Europe because Europe gets cold. And Europe said, well, we don't really like the fact that we have fossil fuels. So and we don't like this nuclear because it's so dirty. So they shut down their nuclear power plants. They shut down a lot of the fossil fuel and they put up solar and wind. And then when the sun doesn't shine or the wind doesn't blow, they got no energy. So they need to buy energy from Russia, which is a cleaner fuel that's natural gas. But now Russia's saying, we're not going to sell you any of this stuff because you guys are all boycotting us and you're putting sanctions on us. And Russia holds the cards. If you want some heat this winter, you're going to have to play some ball. But let's go to the next one, Nord Stream 2, which is their newest pipeline. They invested huge amounts of money to put this pipeline directly to Germany. Well, Germany was like, cool, we need a pipeline. This is a great deal for us. Everything's perfect. We got solar, we got wind, but we got our own direct pipeline. And they invested $5.5 billion, them and the rest of Europe, to get some of this gas in through Germany to the rest of Europe. Gone. $5.5 billion will be totally nationalized. This will be a Russian asset, and they can charge whatever they want for their gas. And you know what? There's no alternatives because everybody said, well, let's hug some trees, and we don't need fossil fuels in our backyard. So now their economies are going to be constricted and strangled because of stupid political decisions, okay? These are the people that we put in power, they put in power, and they make stupid political decisions. And now you're seeing our companies make stupid political decisions. Fine, you have the right to make a decision based on your beliefs, but you've got shareholders that are now going to be disenfranchised because of your stupid political beliefs. You got to make the beliefs business first, or you should at least state from the outset, this is the framework at which we're going to do business. We don't do business with thugs, so that people that are investing don't get caught up in your ideology. So we talked about oil and gas. The mineral sector is incredibly important. Russia produces fertilizer and wheat, and they produce bauxite for aluminum. They produce tons of stuff, okay? It's a huge country. It's like our country, the United States. Gigantic country. We produce a lot of different things, right? Because we have different climates. Anyway, without getting into the details, those are all getting nationalized. These people came in putting huge amounts of money to pull iron out of the ground, bauxite out of the ground, gold out of the ground, oil out of the ground, gas. And now Russia's just taking it over. And they're making part of their economy. That doesn't sound like globalization is a good idea to me, guys. I don't know. If you're a globalist, you might want to rethink your position, or maybe you just dig in and you go, this is good, and screw everybody. We're going to have to pay a bunch more money. But you're going to be one of those people paying more money for everything. And fuel is the first thing, and fuel affects everything. All right. Manufacturing. Ford has 3 plants in Russia. Plants are not cheap, right? So they invested a huge amount of money in all these plants and these robots to build these cars and these employees to come in, and they laid everybody off. And Russia says, well, fine. Now, it's funny because when I was a kid, we went and bought a Lada, Lada. It was a car. It was basically a Fiat. And Russia bought all the old moldings and molds and engines and everything, all the parts for a Lada they bought from Fiat, because Fiat said, well, we're going to go into something else. So Russia bought them. And when they were in communist under communist control in the USSR. They basically, all they did was produce the Lada. They didn't have any other cars. They produced these Ladas, and I think they had trucks. So everybody had a Lada if you had any money to be able to drive. We ended up getting a Lada. My family got it when I was about 16, and they cruised around Europe with it, and then we used it in Greece for a little bit, and then we actually left it in Yugoslavia because we didn't want to pay the tax on it. So we used this little car. It was a cute little car, had very little power, but it was a nice little four-door sedan, and it looked like every other four-door sedan that came out of Russia. It's just ours happened to be yellow, just like the color of this background. And so we had a Lada. Well, guess what they're going to have in Russia going forward? They're going to have a lot of Fords, or they're going to call them something else. I don't know, some Russian name. And that's going to be the car that primarily people are going to have. Guess who built that technology? Ford did. And, I don't know. I think there's some U.S. taxpayer money in that Ford deal. Maybe not as much as GM, but, maybe we had a little part in building that, and they just left it behind. We leave a lot of assets behind countries these days for some reason. And it's just helping out the rest of the world. I guess that's what we want to do. We want to just print fake money and drop it on the rest of the world and give them all kinds of stuff, and then they compete with us. By the way, if you like what I'm saying, please give me a like and a subscribe if you're on YouTube. Please give me a follow and a rate and review if you're listening to this podcast. We're just getting it rolling. I'm hoping it catches on, but I really, I like putting my messages out to the world, and you're probably not hearing this stuff on mainstream media. So this is, if this is interesting to you, then, please help me out. It doesn't cost you anything, just a couple of seconds. Maybe do it right now. Just pause it, go do it now. That'd be awesome. And then, you got all these franchises. So Burger King and KFC and Marriott. And what they're trying to do is, so these are franchises, right? So you say, well, they're franchises. The people in Russia or the franchisees bought the franchises from the franchisors, and, the shareholders are going to get hurt. Well, but the franchisees, the people in Russia were like, hey, we don't think we should shut this thing down. We want to keep our people employed. See, they're looking out for their own country, like we should be doing. They're looking out for their own. We don't just stop because some, Western company decides that they don't want to open the McDonald's. No. So Russia, under this new law that they're passing, they say, you got 5 days to reopen this thing in full at the capacity it was at before, which clearly nobody's going to do. And since they're not going to do it, they're going to take it over. Some oligarch is going to take over these businesses, right? And they're going to buy another billion, $50 million yacht, and, they're going to be cruising. And we're going to complain that somebody else did it when it's kind of our fault. Like, not our fault. Okay. Let's not get into that, but it's obvious. Like, wouldn't you do that if you were Putin and you had maybe a beef legitimately or not? And people said, well, screw it. We're not going to go into your country and do business anymore. Wouldn't you kind of say the same thing? Wouldn't you go, hey guys, anybody want to go run that McDonald's? Hey, the manager, go back in there, bring back your people, go run that thing. We'll start paying you again. You start making some money, then you won't have to starve, right? You would do that. Like, I would totally do that if I were the thug that ran Russia. Totally. I'd be all about it, because it'd be like free real estate, a free business. And even if they later on strike a deal to have them come back and get their asset back, you at least get to run the business for a while and make some money. They're going to try to avoid this by partially staying open under the guise of humanitarian aid. So some of the pharmaceutical joint ventures are going to try to keep producing some pharmaceuticals, baby food, water. Some big multinational corporations are going to try to stay open. It's probably not going to work, because the law says you've got to go back open the way you were before you quit. So you've got to get back up to that level of business, and it's going to be pretty hard to do. Nobody wants to go back in there. Nobody wants to, lose face. And especially in 5 days, they're not going to be able to mobilize. And by the way, who's flying in there? Oh, I forgot to talk about the biggest dealio going on. Russia has, okay, so how airplane flying has been increasing for the last, 20 years. And they've been trading in all the old 737s and getting these new 737s, the 737 Maxes, and, beefing up their capacity and energy efficiency and things like that. So everybody upgraded their fleets. Well, that's expensive. So what happened is these little fleet leasing companies popped up. So they would buy an aircraft for, say, $100 million. I don't know what a 737 goes for these days. It's a little outside of my budget. But, $100 million, but they need like 10 of them at United Airlines or Aeroflot in Russia. And so they didn't have the $1 billion to buy the 10 aircraft. So a leasing company would come in, and against the collateral, they'd be in the leasing business, right? So now your airline company would be in the right business. They'd be flying airplanes around and doing customer service, what they're good at. And the leasing company would be good at the capital, but, acquiring the jet, putting collateral against it and making some interest. So they're fine. But now there's $10 billion worth of aircraft floating around Russia. And they're not doing a lot of flying these days. So Russia basically said, you know what? We got $10 billion worth of aircraft. I think we'll take them. Come and get them if you want them. But nobody's going to go get and try to repossess an airplane, a 737 airplane. It's not like that show that's on, whatever that channel is, that people go repossess airplanes. Like, this is a 737. Like, you got to go into Russia, which they're not letting people in. And then you got to go figure out where the plane is. Like, those are gone. These leasing companies are going to start failing right and left because they're not going to be making these payments. They've just given up $10 billion worth of assets. Now, I don't know if they can withstand that or not. Probably going to certainly hurt their earnings, but I don't think it's going to be good. But it's going to be good for Russia. Russia's got all these new businesses that they're in charge of. Now, this happened in Venezuela under Chavez when he just started nationalizing Clorox and all these oil companies and all these big multinational companies that came in there. He said, you know what? I think we'll take those. And we all just left. And they're still using them 20 years later. It's been happening, guys. Now it's happening in Russia. So why are we going out and building factories and building businesses all around the world? And then we just, poof, let them go. It's just, to me, the craziest thing. Bottom line here is this is all going to be good for Russia, especially if things calm down and they go back to normal, because things always calm down and go back to normal. And once they go back to normal, there ain't going to be no normal for these people that drop their 50 or 100 or 150 McDonald's or Burger King franchises or Marriott hotels. These are going to be Russian assets, and they're going to be run by the Russian government, probably going to be sold to a Russian oligarch, like all of the stuff was done in 1991 when that wall came tumbling down and they had all these assets that were state-owned and they needed to sell. They went to their buddies. They said, hey, man, I got this big oil company. You want a deal? And this Abramovich dude made these huge, incredible deals. He knew all the people that were the players and bought these oil companies. And now he's got a $450 million yacht that he cruises around the world. It's because of corruption. And if you don't think there's corruption here or wherever you are, you got another thing coming, guys. Quit listening to the media. Listen to shows like mine. Listen to shows like Rogan. Listen to people where you're getting information that is not just from one source. I get my information from researchers all over the world, and that's why you're hearing about this. And you may think that Russia doesn't affect you. Well, they're making it affect you with the news. They're getting you all riled up. Oh, those poor people in Ukraine, they're just innocent, and they probably are. But their government ain't so innocent, let me tell you. My intel says their government is pretty thuggish, right? They're pretty oppressive. I'll just tell you one more thing. My news sources say that Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, who's wearing all these, cool little camouflage outfits and making himself look like the hero, he just shut down 10 opposition parties. He just shut down opposition media so that he's controlling all the media. That doesn't sound like a big democracy that we're fighting for, right? Now, I feel sorry for the Ukrainian people. The Ukrainian people are not the government, right? But let's not think that that's some great democracy that we need to protect. And, they're using our money, so we have a right to kind of know what's going on there. So we should know what's going on. That's for a different podcast. Right now, just know that Russia is going to create this huge, huge windfall from the fact that they created a war across a border, which maybe, or maybe they don't have a reason to have that war, but they're going to create a huge windfall, and it's going to be great for the Russian economy longer term. Thanks for tuning in to the Wealth Architect podcast. Share this with your friends. I hope to see you next time on the Wealth Architect podcast.
You've been listening to the Wealth Architect podcast with Mark Yegge. Follow us on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Share and tell your friends. See you soon.